Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm going to be showing you this Minecraft server I played on and the best ways I play on it. Now if you don't know what's going on, what's happening is these giant cubes that I've built are the systems for the gens. The gens are a block that produces an item. Each item sells for money. So what you do in the server is you create systems of hoppers and chests, and each one of these things that you do will make everything more efficient. The task at hand is you try to, if you're competitive, you try to beat everybody else by building these systems and doing quests and tasks that'll help you progress. As you can see on the right hand side of my screen, there's a balance, tokens, hoppers, prestige, generators, and multiplier. What that means is the balance is the main currency, it's the money. And the money you can use in multiple different ways. You can buy stuff, you can make transactions with people, you use it to upgrade your gens. That's pretty much the basis of what you do with money. Now tokens are a currency that helps you in the ways that'll get you more gens and help you with the multiplier, which is what will multiply all your money from your gens. The more multiplier you have, the more money you will make from the drops. Generator slots are also affected by the amount of tokens you have. If you buy the mythical key, which is the most rare one, technically, and the most valuable one, you can use that to go to the crates and you open it up and you can receive any one of these. So here's a generator, it's a pretty high tier. You can get a slot, a loot box, a box that gives you all kinds of items. You get tokens or a mythical key, 2 of them, which is a 10% chance, or a token generator. Now a token generator is one of the best items in the server. The token generator will produce tokens for you, and because of that, it is the most valuable item because tokens are more hard to come by than money, and tokens are very valuable because of what they can get you. So the first tip is to get as many tokens as you can while you play. If you're wondering who this is my teammate that was in my team this season. We played together. What you can do is you can do a lot of different strategies with the money and tokens you have. You can buy and sell a lot of different things. Now if I just go to my chests, you'll see I have a lot of items in all these, which is a lot of normal stuff like airspeed bottles, buckets, books. That's just garbage. Blocks. Here are the generators. I have a decent amount. There's some keys up there. There's a ton of cell ones I've collected over the time that I've played. Here's some more. Over here there is pets. Pets will give you an attribute based on what it is. A strength pet will give you strength 1 for a 5-minute duration. There's key pet, which is the keys that you use at crates. There's a parrot pet, which is fly in the mines. There's a sonic pet, which is speed. There's plague, which is a pet that gives you more zombies in the mine, and a zombie in the mine is called a treasure goblin. A treasure goblin can get you a lot of rewards from it. For the main thing, a currency called gift card. A gift card can get you rank upgrades, ranks, bundles, perks, season crates, auto sell chests, miscellaneous. So there's a lot of stuff that you can get with gift card notes. But if you get any, it's very valuable, and people on these servers will probably pay premium prices for it. So whether or not you want to keep it or sell it, make sure you make good decisions with it. There's gen boosters. Now gen boosters is a piece of paper that you get from a key. Each one has a different time limit. What it does is a gen booster can double the amount of items that come out of your gens per tick. Tick meaning the amount of times that all these gens will produce items. I believe it's about 20 seconds, so every 20 seconds all of these gens will drop an item. But if you have a gen booster on, all of them will drop 2. So the generator slots that I have right now says 6,865. So that will end up being 12,000 if I have a gen booster activated. And a lot of servers will tend to have special items, stuff like an ultra sword. I don't know why it says Alta. I actually didn't even notice that. There's an ultra pickaxe. There is a god axe, which is very strong. So basically, what you do in these servers is you start off on a 16 by 16 plot like this. You can see all the little ones around here. Here's a more developed player. This is Cast Lotus. Pretty good. Pretty good system right here. Simple and easy. And you just slowly build up over time. You build hopper systems, chests, ways that water can flow. By this way, maybe there's another one. Hot like this. He has all the items. They have all the items flowing into this and going through here, ending up in these chests after going through the hopper. This way, there's some here. Also, the reason why I can't go in is because you can also deny people from going into your plot, as well as only letting certain people through. This is another good one. You have a 2x2 in the middle, and everything else is gens. That's pretty efficient. And here's a pretty big one. Looks like I can't go in either, but that's okay. Now if I go back to my plot, I'll show you this design. The design that I have here, I'll go to the small one. It might look complicated, but it's simple. It's pretty simple, and it's easy to replicate and do in large amounts. This gen design is a design where you have a checker-like gen system of pillars, and what happens is when all these produce an item goes upwards from the gen. So when it goes upwards, it'll say it's inside one of these gens, but since an item can't stay inside a block, the items will fall outwards of the gens, and they will start falling down through each holes. And you can have more, like here. Over here, there's some that have a large amount. All the items will go outwards after going through the blocks, and to prevent it from going upwards, you place a block like glass on each top piece. So right now I will show you that if I just grab some glass, that completely fixes the issue of it going upwards. And the reason this is the best one is because there are a clear leg add-on that clears all items in the server that have dropped at once. And so the reason why this is the best one is because you can keep all these very compact at the same time as being the most efficient, because you stack them up in a checker pattern and the items will fall very fast from a high point, which lets you, we're not going to talk about that, which lets you have an easy system to work with. There's also an item called a auto sell chest. This is a chest that sells an item sells all the items in the chest every 20 seconds. And you can also upgrade its multi to give it more multi, and then it'll make more money for you. You can see I have a lot of them because I grinded a little bit. And each one of these servers will usually have a mine. As you can see right here, a boss just spawned. Bosses can drop money, tokens, keys, stuff like that. Bosses are pretty valuable because in early game, they'll drop some good stuff. And a boss called a wither boss, the wither skeleton, will drop, usually in most servers, an item like a crate, except it's not just a normal loot box. It's a crate that will drop multi, tokens, money, multiplier, stuff like that, and those are pretty valuable. We'll see if I get first. I'm not sure if I will. I might, unless he has strength, but looks like he's just gonna let me kill it. So yeah, what you do is when a boss spawns, you go to the location and you try to do more damage than other players to receive rewards. This is the mine. pretty nicely decorated with lava. Ores all around. Each ore will give you a different amount of tokens. These ores will give tokens. And if I do this, mine one of those, it says 579. Only because my backpack multiplier is 11.59, which is pretty high for a player to have, because that means that each one of these ores will be that much more scaled up in value. You can mine and also use haste, and so in this circumstance, when you get a treasure goblin like that, it is very good to have haste and a good pickaxe to the point where it's insta mine. There's a reaction word, you can get tokens for it. I just got 5,000 tokens for that. There are players that will try to sabotage you, whether that's going to your plot and trying to jump into your gen system and steal the items that drop. Players that are trying to kill you in the mines or something like that. And the best ways that I usually play the server is I try to focus more on tokens and multiplier, not so much generator slots, because with generator slots, it doesn't matter as much as how many you have compared to your multiplier. Say if you had 1,000 max level gens, you had like 50 multiplier. It would not be better to add 100 more gens rather than to add more multi onto it. The more multi you have, the more value the gen drops will be. That's important to know, because if you end up thinking gens are more valuable than multi, you'll just keep placing gens and your multiplier won't be super high, and you'll lose profit on that in the leaderboards. Right now, I'm number 1 on Belt Up. I have $25 trillion, which is a decent amount. I joined about halfway through the season or a bit later or something, so I didn't have as much time to gain a lot, but there still is a lot here. If you're a casual player and you don't put as much time in, the best strategy I have for you is to, when you play, focus your time on mining. You can also fish. People have personal things they like. Someone might like fishing, someone might like mining. The server I'm playing on right now, Solar GN, is probably one of the best gen servers, not only because a lot of the gen genre has converted to gens not dropping items and only being placed and upgraded. The profit will be given to you virtually or through an item, something like a vault or a silo. Personally, I like to have systems like this and be able to build it and be competitive with it. That's just me, but this server is really good for gen servers. It averages around 30 or 40 and at peak like 70, but in servers like this one, you can get a lot of players to play with, and depending on what you like to do, whether or not you like to be a team or play alone, or if you don't like to interact with people and you just play, you can do either or. You can deny access to your plot for other people so they can't come in or do anything with your plot, or yeah, you can just do that kind of stuff. There's also a prestige function that will give you a heart, some gen slots, and multiplier. It will also give you a pet key when you prestige, which will give you the option to open a pet crate to get you a certain pet. There is requirements so that it doesn't become extremely easy to prestige. And then with that, you can climb the prestige leaderboard. For the end of the season, there's payouts, whether it's store credit or PayPal. And for that, there is a prestige top, token top, and balance top. So if you have the most tokens, balance, and prestige, you'll be able to win the payouts on each of those leaderboards. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.